Hello?
Hey, it's Stevie Rachelle from Hell.
What's up, Anthony?
Oh, it's early morning here in Melbourne, Australia. I'm guessing it's afternoon for you.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. in Los Angeles right now. I'm
Yep.
on the West Coast.
Nice one, nice one. We
On
had
Tu on Tuesday. You're Wednesday already, correct?
correct. You're very good with the different time zones. Uh,
Right?
we had our first chat together a couple of years ago when you came down to Glam Fest, the first Glam Fest,
Right,
which
which was
was
January 2023. So we probably talked in late 2022, like November or December, probably.
yeah, around that time. I can't remember
Yep.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like you, I do a lot of interviews, so I can't exactly pinpoint it. But
Right.
yeah, we had a chat a couple of years ago. A couple of things have changed since then. So, literally a few weeks ago, myself and my radio co-host stopped doing radio uh, because we it was just at a very difficult time at 2 o'clock in the morning till 6 in the morning. We did it for 4 years plus the rest of the years. And as we get older and we've got kids and other commitments, it became too much. So we're now online,
Right.
uh, which is really cool because you're the first interview, and there's no one else in this world
Oh,
that I would rather have as a first interview online because you're the man when it comes to being online. You've been doing it for many years on Metal Sludge.
well, thanks for that. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some others that could have been a better first choice, but I'll take it, and I appreciate the kudos and the shout out. Yeah, Metal Sludge was an idea that I concepted in the summer of 1998 when I was 32 years of age, and the site launched on September 1st of 1998. And now today, as we sit here, I am 60 years old. So Sludge is
Wow.
coming up on 30 years of age. Sludge is 20. This is in the 28th year right now. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's awesome. Do you ever, I think this is one of the most interesting things. Like, you've done so many interviews before. I'm kind of sick of talking about all of the generic stuff all the time.
Right.
Um, I'm kind of at that stage where I'm a lot more interested to know about some of the personal stuff like that. 60 years of age, you've
Right.
been rocking for, well over 30 years. Do you ever think about, you know, how much you've got left in the tank? You know, do you ever think, because even with us doing radio, we absolutely love doing it, but there comes a time where you're just like, how much more of this can I do? Um, has it ever affected, other things in your life, I guess?
I mean, yeah. And one slight correction when you say over 30, I've been doing this for more than 40 years.
Yeah.
So I'm 60, and I joined Tuff when I was 21, but I had been playing for a couple years before that since I
Yeah.
was a teenager in and around Wisconsin. And I recently discovered I was home visiting my family in Wisconsin, and my mom has all these old like scrapbooks with stuff, And there was something she showed me which was dated 1982. So that actually went back a little further than I remembered
Mm,
because the real turning point for me was March 8th of 1984.
yeah.
Now, I was a senior in high school, and my birthday is March 2nd. So I turned 18 on March 2nd of 1984, and 6 days later, my friends, they had told me, some weeks prior, we're going to go see Ozzy Osbourne in concert, which I didn't know anything about Ozzy. I really didn't. I just knew he was the guy that ate bats. Um, because I was not a heavy metal guy.
Yeah.
I was a punk rocker, and when I say I was a punk rocker, it's not like I was like some totally edgy punk rock kid, but that's what I listened to because I was a skateboarder. I
Yeah.
skateboarded And every time I went to these local ramps or demos or even the skate parks, the one or two skate parks that existed in Wisconsin, all they played was Devo, the B-52s, the Clash, the Sex Pistols, the
Yeah.
Surf Punks, Black Flag, JFA, 999, Boomtown Rats, the Specials, Madness,
Yeah.
all this stuff that was, late 70s, early 80s music that was kind of popular. And especially it became more so for some of those acts with the advent of MTV, which started in America in August of 1981. So as a 15-year-old kid, I'm watching MTV and seeing Billy Idol and Duran Duran and Adam and the Ants, all these kind of bands. And so that's really what I was into, and that's all I was into. Um, then a couple years later, like 83, Def Leppard's Pyromania was released, and the local radio station WAPL in Appleton, Wisconsin, close to where I live, that's all they played was Def Leppard. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Def Leppard, Loverboy, Rush, um, started, filtering in some Quiet Riot and Twisted Sister.
Mm.
And so I remember one of my friends was talking about a new Van Halen record that came out. Now, I had heard the name, but if you would have asked me who the singer of Van Halen was, I would have had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really
It,
interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I knew nothing about it. And
Yeah.
that new Van Halen record was 1984, which was already their sixth album.
Yeah.
Um, but I had every Devo record. I had every B-52s record,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
including the EPs and the picture discs. So my friends were going to Ozzy. I went with them. The ticket was like $10, and the opening band was called Motley Crue.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Wow.
as the lights went out, the smoke started pouring off the stage, and we heard the intro of "In the beginning, the
Yeah. Yeah.
good always
Yeah. I
overpowered."
do.
Even I was like
Yeah.
watching this, and all of a sudden I see Nikki Sixx, which of course I didn't know his name at the time, and Mick
Yeah.
Mars and Tommy Lee. Then the blonde guy runs out, all tan with his long hair, and girls went crazy. That night, as goofy as it sounds, I can say that it changed my life.
Yeah.
Without
That's
that
amazing.
show, maybe Stevie Rachelle and Tuff, I don't exist.
Yeah.
But that night
Interesting.
changed my life. And I instantly became a huge fan of Motley. Then I saw Rat a couple months later. I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth, and I was obsessed. So, yeah, 40 plus years doing this. And at some point, trust me, it's hard to get up and say, let's do this interview. Let's do a photo shoot. Let's write a
Yeah.
song. Let's record. Let's pack up the bag and go fly somewhere and play a show and get on stage. And I think most musicians at some point have a little bit of, they second guess themselves. But, there's an old saying, you got to jump in the fire.
Yeah.
And, whether it's last week, I did an acoustic show, which I don't normally play acoustically, but I played with a couple guys and I was a little nervous. I don't sing like that normally.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're acoustic, an acoustic guitar player and you're a lot more naked, so to speak,
Your
with
voice is
loud drums and
exposed.
loud guitars and
Yeah. Yeah.
distortion. Yeah, there's a lot for you to fall back on, but it's just me and a guitar to it's a little bit more raw and unfiltered, and it's a little harder to challenges you a little bit more.
And that's pretty cool too. Like that, and that's where I kind of want to get at, like where you're at. You're starting to almost get out of your comfort zone after all these
Right.
years, which is cool. It's evolving. But yeah, that I think that'd be a really cool thing to be able to see. And obviously if you enjoy doing that, like uh a lot of people, including myself, who love the 80s stuff, are really, would love to see the stripped down version. I think some of the bands that I love, such as, Tesla, Killer Dwarfs, bands like
Yeah.
that, when they've absolutely stripped themselves down, sometimes some of their songs I've found are actually better in that version than in just the rock version. Even Warrant with, I Saw Red, I absolutely love the acoustic version.
Yeah,
Um,
and Tesla put out, I mean, that whole, what didn't they put out a whole record, the five
yeah,
man acoustical jam, and
yep,
signs, signs everywhere, the
yeah,
signs, linking up the scenery, crying in my mind. Yeah, and like you said, they had a couple of hits there.
yep.
That record sold a couple million copies because of that. And what's the other one, Susie or something like that?
Yeah, Little Susie. Yep.
Yeah, so they
Or
had a couple of
I think it
songs
was
that were
Little
really
Susie. Yeah.
stripped down and became very popular because when they came out with Modern Day Cowboy, it had that killer guitar riff and it was heavy and Jeff's got a great voice. Sounds like he, ate a fistful of razor blades before every
Yeah, yeah.
vocal take, but I like that. I like a dirty vocal,
I do too. Yeah, and that southern sound is really cool as well.
Right.
Yeah, so online, you're doing your online stuff is, what are you doing that for so long now? What's plan? Is there anything that you've ever thought of like, I haven't done this yet, but I want to go out doing this? And, like when you start something, sometimes you go the safe bet and then later on you change. Has anything really changed, or are you kind of just happy with the way things are going?
Well, in regards to Metal Sludge, the site's been up for 28 years.
Hmm.
And unlike a live band, if I come to Australia, in a week and a half and I play
Yep.
in Sydney, people will want to hear Good Guys Wear Black, All
Yeah.
New Generation, So Many Seasons, I Kissing You Goodbye, Rucka Pit Bridge, American Hair Band. There's five, six, seven songs that they want to hear those songs. Metal Sludge, I can't post the same six interviews every week
Yep.
25 years later, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So I do occasionally bring out the best of or go, hey, remember this? 20 questions with Kevin DeBro from 2003.
Yeah.
Rest
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
peace, Kevin. Here's what he said 20 years, 20 years ago or 23 years ago. So we can do that once in a while, but people aren't going to continue to come to the site if there's not any new content. And it's not easy. My
Yeah.
other lines ring. You still got me there?
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you.
Okay, good. I'm just ignoring it. But it is hard to wake up and go, do this again. Like what's out there? Who did what band's going on tour? What band
Yeah.
fired a member? Who quit? Who got hired? Obviously last week was a big news week in music because Twisted Sister announced that they're going forward with Sebastian
Sebastian
Bach.
Bach. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I had been privy to that information for about a month now, so I was kind
Hmm.
of sitting on it,
Yeah.
as
Yeah. Yeah.
were others, from what I understand in the industry. But yeah, we have to continually put a pen to paper, so to speak. Sit down at the laptop or the computer and go, what can we put on the site today that people want to read or learn or listen or it's not always easy.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, and I have all the respect in the world, especially to those who do it at any level, from local bands all the way up to the biggest stars. Gene Simmons is worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Mm.
He's been doing this over 50 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he still gets on an airplane, flies into some city, goes to some hotel. Mind you, it's a nice hotel and it's a nice airplane ride for
Yeah.
him,
Yeah. Yeah.
much better than it is for most of us. He puts on a bass guitar and he gets up there at 70, what, 5 years old or whatever
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
is, and sings,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, and he rips through 15 songs with a host of players. And then afterwards, he meets people, he takes pictures, he signs autographs, and same thing with the Steven Tylers of the world
Yeah.
or Roth. Roth should put some underwear on maybe and a different pair of pants. But other than that, it's
That's been going
all
on for a long
respect.
time with him, though.
This is not an easy road to continue to go down.
Mm.
You know, and I am 4 decades into this, so sometimes it takes a little bit to make yourself get up and do it. It's
Yeah,
it's it's
absolutely.
it's challenging at times.
Well, you're going to be doing one of the biggest trips when it comes to flying coming to
Yep.
Australia because it's a very long distance for you guys. Uh, Trixter coming down for the very first time, which is exciting. I've never seen them before. uh, from all of my various overseas trips. They're one of the bands that I haven't been able to see. And
Right.
also you will be alongside Lorraine Lewis from
Yep.
Fatale. And you know, you're coming down. I'm not sure if you've said anything or you want to say anything, but like uh, you know, who are you going to be playing with?
I'm going to be playing with some guys in a band called Voya.
Oh, okay.
You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
you know who Voya is?
From Sydney.
Yeah, so
Yep.
Voya is going to be the backup band for myself and Lorraine. Trixter's a three-piece. Steve Brown handles guitar duty and vocal duty.
Yep.
PJ obviously on bass. I think PJ might sing a song or two in the set, but
Yeah, that's
most of it
cool.
is Steve Brown. Their drummer is a guy named Ben, does great harmonies, great player. So they're a three-piece. Myself and Lorraine will be flying out of Los Angeles together, and we're going to be playing with the same band. So we'll get in a couple days early, and we're going to rehearse with Voya.
Oh, that's awesome.
They've been working on our set for the last, I don't know, few months.
Yep. Yep.
And I'm excited. It's my third trip coming down. I was there back 20 years ago, I think 2007.
Yep.
And I did Melbourne and Sydney. And then obviously for the Glam Fest, I was with the full band, myself and Todd Chase and Billy Morris and T Burr on drums. And now this time it's just going to be me and Stevie Rachelle, the voice of Tuff. But I will be playing pretty much an entire Tuff catalog, and I'll be doing it with Voya. So
That's
and
awesome.
Lorraine, it's her first time as well, and she's very excited to come down. She's
Yeah.
super.
Voya is in a band called Bad Moon Born. Uh,
Yep.
so they've been around for quite a while, and yeah, they've also resurfaced recently. So yeah, Thursday the 26th of March in Sydney. That's where Voya's from at Crowbar. Friday the 27th of March at the Prince, same venue that you played
In
Glam
Melbourne.
few years ago, and Saturday the 28th in Brisbane at Crowbar. No mucking
Yep.
around, 3 days in a row. Definitely not showing your age. This year's also a huge year for me. I turned 40. So uh,
Wow.
let's celebrate together at the gig.
So you were born in '86.
86, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's for me, that's yeah, it's that next milestone, you know. It's yeah. Uh
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
cool.
I haven't shaved in a couple days. You can see I got a pretty good gray beard coming in
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here. You know.
Yeah, well, you're doing well and looking forward to seeing you live once again. I have seen you, you know, overseas as well, which is really cool. And yeah, good luck with everything and safe travels. Thanks for, you know,
Well,
your time.
thank thank you for the shout out, and to everybody in Australia in those three cities, Sydney, then Melbourne, and Brisbane. Make sure to tell some friends, come out to the show, and anyone else that's traveling, you know, you're welcome. Can't wait to see you. You know, get
Yeah,
on a flight,
absolutely.
make a few hour trip. It's not easy for us to get there. And I
Yeah,
say
that's right.
that because over the years, you know, we travel all the time, and you know, I look online and I see a tour is announced or an artist announces some dates, and then people go, "How come you don't come here? How come you're not playing my city?"
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
then
yeah.
we're playing a certain venue and they're like, "I don't like that venue. I
Yeah,
don't like security. Their parking sucks. Oh, the beers cost too much."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like
It's like,
we have no control over any of that. Even the routing, like what city gets picked first or second,
yeah,
we don't control that.
yeah, that's
You know,
right.
for the most part, neither does Motley Crue or Marilyn Manson or
Mm,
Metallica. It's not that easy.
yeah, that's
It's
right.
there's so many moving parts to make this happen. And when an artist puts forth the effort along with a promoter, shout out to Danny Bazzi and Silverback to bring bands down, it's not an easy situation to put together. There's a lot of moving parts. This has been in the works for months. This has been in the works for like 4 months.
Yeah, yeah,
And now we're a couple weeks out, 10 days out. So the only way to support is to truly support. Come and see us. Come and see
absolutely.
Lorraine or Trixter or myself. Buy some shirts, buy some vinyls, buy some tickets in advance, buy a meet and greet, come and meet the bands. You know, we're coming around the halfway around the globe to the southern hemisphere. I think our travel is like 12
Yeah,
12,000 miles or something.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not we're not going across the street,
Yeah, yeah,
so it takes a lot of work. And shout out to the guys in Voya too, the band. They're working on our set. They've been rehearsing, and then there'll be people involved working the shows and some opening bands, and
absolutely, yeah.
looking forward to it. And I appreciate you giving us the time, and look forward to seeing everybody in Australia in a couple weeks. I'll be there. Can't
Likewise,
wait.
thanks for your time, Stevie. Jump over to silverbacktouring.com and get your tickets. And also go to RLS Records and buy some vinyl through your store. You got some awesome vinyls. The most one of the recent ones that caught my eye was the Nitro one. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I'll be bringing some with me. And let me give this a shout out too. My friends at Golden Robot did some distribution with them, so they have some of our RLS Records CDs in stock at their site, Golden Robot, and you can buy them from them direct and save on all that shipping. I will be bringing merchandise with me, including some vinyls,
awesome.
including some Gillette vinyls and some Veins of Jenna, both on the RLS, and of course the Tough vinyls, and some swag. But come down and support, and thank you again for all the support, and share away. Let everybody know we're coming.
Thanks, Stevie. See you soon.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Oh, just